Jesus Christ, I have so many books. Hello besties, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Bia. If you're not new, welcome back my love. Thank you so much for being here. So recently I've been seeing on YouTube my physical TBR video and I was a little bit scared to do it because I've been buying books, non-stop. I have so many books here with me that I didn't read yet. And funny thing is that I still want to buy more books. Is that wrong? So husband, if you are watching this video, I know you are. Can you please? No. I really like the idea of going to Barnes & Noble, going online shopping at Amazon. Amazon has some, good prices on books. I've been buying a lot of books. That's a fact. So I have with me I have 12 books with me that I did not read yet. But you know what's funny? Let me explain myself so I don't look, bad in this video. I don't know if that happens to you guys, but I go and see books everywhere, recommendations and people talking about beautiful stories, and I'm like, I need this book, I just need it. And sometimes what happens is that I go and see a really cool book that someone talked about and I really want to read it. I just need to go and get it and buy it, and somehow, even though I didn't read yet, somehow that story already belongs to me and I already love it, even though I don't even know if I'm gonna actually like the story. Does that make any sense? Okay, let me start with this one here. So the first book that is in my TBR list is Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book here has been in my TBR list not because I don't want to read it or because I don't know, I just want to find a reason why I did not read yet. I've been obsessed with this book. I've been seeing all over the internet people talking amazing things. I already recommended this book to some people. But let me see here. I already started. I think I'm on page 44. The thing is that my husband Hector and I, we are reading this book together. So before bed, we would just go and read it together. And it was so much fun. But then I ended up buying new books and he ended up buying new books. We were, reading our own books, and this one kind of left behind. This book here, it's amazing. It helped me. I don't know if you are like me, but let me try to give you a vision here. I deal with a lot of anxiety. I postpone a lot of stuff that I have to do, or I used to do that. In this book here, I'm on page 44, remember, but only reading the beginning of this book, it opened my mind on a way that I never had it before. And I was like, oh my God, this book is amazing. Yeah, I just want to start with this one because this is, it's not a story. It's more like a self-help book. But if you struggle with, finding a way to conquer your goals, to meet your expectations in your life, please read this book, especially if you're in your 20s, because girls and boys, we have no idea what we're doing. But this book here helps. Sorry, I had to change a little bit because my back hurts. I'm 24, but my back's 52. We just have to deal with it. So the next book that I have here is from Ms. L. Kennedy. If you know me, you know that I love with all my heart the Off-Campus series. It's one of the first books that I ever read, that I ever owned, and oh my goodness, I love those boys. I have here with me one from the Off-Campus. This is the last book, the book 5, The Legacy from Off-Campus, and I have 2 books here from Briar U. It's the spin-off series. I did not read them yet just because I don't want this world to end. I love them so much that I just want to, have the hope that there is more to it. I don't know, guys, I'm weird. But let's start with The Legacy. This is the 5th book from Off-Campus series. The cover, not my favorite either. I usually don't like when there are real people in the covers, but this book here, it talks about all of the couples. So if you don't know, Off-Campus series, it has 4 books. It's 4 hockey players. Each book talks about their romance. And in this book here, Miss Kennedy put everyone together and it talked about their stories. Oh, I don't want to see any spoilers. Oh, it's divided by parts. I just find out. But yeah, it talks about Garrett, Dean, Logan, and Tucker, with all the girls as well. I'm not gonna say it because this is a spoiler. You know that feeling of reading your favorite book for the first time? That's the same reason that I don't want to read this book right now. The other two that I have is from Briar U. It's the spin-off. As I said, the one here is The Chase. The Chase talks about Summer. Summer is Dean's sister, so if you read off-campus series, you know, you will understand more. This book here talks about Summer and Colin Fitzgerald. Colin is one of Dean's best friends, I guess. He's also on the hockey team. Summer, she moves in with them, so it's a forced proximity. I just don't know how to speak English today, guys. I am so sorry. So she is his roommate romance, and also she doesn't like him, so it's also a enemies to lovers and brother's best friend. I'm really excited to read this one. And the last one that I have here is The Risk. The Risk is, I don't even know. Everyone says I'm a bad girl. Okay, honey, okay. And that's what Jake Connolly is. Harvard star, forward and arrogant, annoying and too attractive for his own good. But fate is cruel. I require his help to secure a much-covered internship, and the sexy jerk isn't making it easy for me. I need Connolly to be the fake boyfriend. I love it. For every fake date, he wants a real one. Ooh, I really love this one. So I guess we have a fake dating, which is one of my favorite tropes ever. She needs help to get, I guess, an internship. It kind of reminded me of the first book of Off Campus. Garrett and Hannah, they have this deal of a fake relationship so both of them can get what they want. So I guess this is kind of what it is, but the only thing is that she is a Briar U student and daughter of the Briar hockey team coach. She's gonna fall for Jake, who is also a hockey player but a rival. You know, he is from Harvard, I guess. This is very interesting. So also fake dating, prohibited love because he's in a rival team. Really enjoy it. I think I got like the best books from the Briar U. Okay, moving on. So I have here with me 3 books that everyone loves, everyone talks about it, and I cannot wait to read it. And they are, I don't know why I'm showing you the 3 of them because they're not related at all, but let's start with this one here. This one here, I got it with you guys the last video. So this is called Better Than the Movies. It's a young adult romance. It's about Liz and Wes. They are both neighbors. It's, I guess, child friends to lovers, and also I think a fake dating maybe. I don't know, because she wants Wes help to get attention from his best friend, so maybe they will, you know, get a deal or something. I did not read this book yet, but I know that a lot of people give it like 5 stars, so I'm really excited and I cannot wait to read this book. Oh, I know why I showed the 3 books together, because they are all childhood friends to lovers. I knew it, something was connected. The next one that I have is Every Summer After. I also got this book with you guys the last video here on my channel, so again, please go and watch, subscribe, give it a like, you know. This book here talks about Percy and Sam. Is also one book that everyone talks about. I give it 5 stars. It's a childhood friends to lovers, as I said. They both grew up in the same town, but then Percy goes and moves to the big city, and then Sam's mom passed away, so she comes back to the lake house. I think it's a lake house. When Percy returns to the lake for Sam's mother's funeral, their connection is as undeniable as it has always been. But until Percy can confront her decision she made, they will never know whether their love is bigger than the biggest mistakes of their past. You will read through the summers so you can understand what was this big mistake that she made, and also understand their love story. So I'm really excited for this book here. The reason that I got this book is because people say that if you like The Summer I Turned Pretty and if you like Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren, you're gonna love this one. I already know that I'm gonna love this one, so I also know that I'm gonna love this one, and they're both in my TBR list. And of course, Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. I bought this book a while ago. I did not read yet because, I don't know, a dynamic love story will restore anyone's faith in love. Aww. Once upon a time, Elliot was Macy's entire world, growing from her gangly, bookish friend into the man who coaxed her heart open again, only to break it on the very night he declared his love for her. This book here, you're also gonna go back in time, so you're gonna build up the story so you can understand their relationship, their love, and why Elliot broke her heart, Macy's heart. Like, come on, Elliot, are you for real? I think I was waiting more to like fall, even though people say that this is also summer read, but I don't know. It is in a lake house, and look at this cover. It's just so amazing. Doesn't it give you like fall vibes? I think it does. And I guess that's the reason that I didn't read yet. Okay, guys, we have 5 more books. We're good, we're good, we're good. So the next book that I have here, I actually started today, so I guess it's not in my TBR list anymore, but I'm just gonna show you guys. This is my current reading. I'm reading The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Yeah. This is actually my current reading, and I just want to show you guys. The next book that I have with me is a Regency romance. It's Bridgerton. I love it, love it, love it. Watching Bridgerton on Netflix, I binge watch. Like, I watched so fast. I just wanted to know everything about it, and the second season for me was more special. I was more into it than the first one. They were both great, and I cannot wait for the third one this year. I bought the first book, I read it, it was amazing how the book and the series they were so connected. Like, I didn't feel that any of them were like missing pieces. So I was so excited to read the second book, but then after I watched the second season, people were saying that the book was way better, that they left out a lot of things. So I was really excited. The second book here is about Anthony. Anthony is the oldest brother of the Bridgerton family. He's looking for a wife, and he has this list, like she needs to be like perfect. Regency, I guess that's how I pronounce romance, so you know, back then. So it's a very different dynamic, but yeah, it's about Anthony and Kate. Kate is the oldest sister of Miss Sharma. What's her sister's name? Edwina. Yeah, so Kate is Edwina's older sister. Edwina is someone that Anthony has his eye on. He wants to marry her, but he actually ended up falling in love with her older sister. So it's, you know, a drama. It's enemies to lovers, and I cannot wait to read this book. The next book that I have is a fantasy. I guess you could tell that I don't read much fantasy books, so I'm trying to get myself to read more. And this one here I got in the last video as well. I heard really good things about the Red Queen. So I call it a fantasy, but I guess it's not a fantasy, it's a dystopian. And if you ask me the difference, I need to search because I don't know. The world is divided by 2 bloods, the silver bloods and the red bloods, and the red bloods, they have to serve the silver people. But then there's this one girl, Mare. She finds out that she is not just another common red blood girl, and she, you know, she's special. I thought that this was a duology, but actually it's a series. It has 5 books. It has 5 books here, but I'm actually really excited. I think I'm gonna be a little bit out of my comfort zone, but at the same time, that's how you find out about other worlds and, you know, other type of books that you might like it. We also have the cheat sheet. It's a novel by Sarah Adams. This book here, it's about Bree and Nathan. Nathan is an NFL player and she's a ballerina. They are both friends, but she has this crush on him, but it's, you know, it's a secret. And one day she ended up telling paparazzis, reporters, I don't know who, that she's in love with him. And then his publicists go and say like you guys can pretend to be lovers and everything's gonna work out for both of you. It's a fake dating romance, and as I said, it's one of my favorite that I cannot wait to read. And the last book, it's a fantasy. This is actually the second book of the Cruel Prince series. This is The Wicked King by Holly Black, and I cannot wait to read this one. I actually started, if you can see, I'm still in the beginning. This book here is about this entire magical world. This is the second book of the series. The first one I read and I really enjoyed it. It was The Cruel Prince. It talks about Jude. She is a mortal. She is, you know, human, just like us. And then she ended up going to this magical fairy world. I know that she wants to show that she is not only human. The book, it's about her finding her place in this new world, but there's so many details. So the first book, for me, I gave it 3 stars. It was a good book, but I felt that it was more building the world, you know, telling me more of the details of everyone, the characters, the world, the story per se. and I feel that this one here will actually tell me like what's going on, and I'm really excited to read this one. That was it. You know, I cannot even say like, oh, that was quick, because it was not. There was so many books, and I know that some of YouTubers, they have more than 50 books in their physical TBR, which is crazy, but I'm not judging. The only reason that I don't have more than 50 books, it's just because I just started buying books. For someone that just started buying books and have 15, I'm not gonna buy any more books until I read at least half of the books that I have here with me. Thank you so much for being here, bestie. I hope you liked the video. Subscribe, give it a like, send this video to your bestie so we can all be besties, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Mwah.